Sometimes your time is not yours. There are demands, whether it's practice and competition, whether it's study hall, whether it's weightlifting, whether it's treatment for an injury, whether it's social responsibilities. It's not lost on those time demands. And so I think those do create anxieties. Those do create pressures. And I think in terms of how those manifest themselves, you can see, hopefully we look for indicators and we can see kind of those manifesting themselves, but you also see them in performance. You see them in the ability to communicate. Is somebody more forthcoming? Are they more reserved? Certainly I'm not a mental health professional, but we tried to do our very best to be able to look for those indicators and really just to encourage our student athletes to talk and to let them know that it's okay to not be okay.
That we try to be mindful that it's not the same as when we were coming up. And so we try to tell them, in being mindful with that, is that if they feel a certain way, that the first response that they'll get from us is never going to be, hey, you need to toughen up or learn how to deal with it or anything like that. It's that, it's okay to not feel okay at times, and that we are certainly here to be able to have that conversation should they feel comfortable doing so. And certainly I don't want to, represent that we're mental health specialists or anything like that, that we could be the first stop for them to get where they need to go to be able to get the help that they need, and that it'll come from a place where they're not being judged, that we're just, someone to listen and be able to be there to help provide them the resources they need to be able to feel good about themselves.
Mm-hmm.
But throughout the season, as the season progressed, I became self-aware to the point where I kept telling myself, you don't like football, do you? So it was an inner battle between liking football and forcing myself to like it, when in reality I was in the middle of it all, realizing that I don't like this sport. I only played it because I have good size. So again, battling that, really just throughout the semester, I began to really pray and ask my Lord that, will you give me an answer? And so the answer was to let it go.
We want them to be mentally strong, and that's not to suggest that toughness or anything like that, but just being willing and knowing what resources are available to them, knowing that they're not alone, knowing that they can always talk to somebody, that they have people around them, that they have positive relationships, that they can lean on to get through anything that comes their way.